Good morning and welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Saturday, February 19th, 2022. The Semrush sensor is reading 6.7, which just means limited volatility. Now, if you want to see the visual history of all the data that I've been collecting on my public indexing detector test, all you have to do is search for Google Index Detector. It's the first result and it's on American Way Media. So let's play Crawl or No Crawl. All right, so today Googlebot is pretty much just pulling robots, text files, and sitemaps. I did see actually two refresh render crawls. So that's where Google came back to a page that is already indexed and pulled everything again, the HTML on the page, all the scripts, the media, everything. It also was pulling a lot of ads.txt files. If you don't know what those are, you can watch yesterday's rundown, and I talk about those a little bit. Bing, well, this is another day where Bing is largely outnumbering Google in terms of bot representation. So I did see, like I say, a couple of render refresh calls for Google. I did not see the same for Bing today. Now, without isolating anything, I do like to, as you know, go through server logs. And so just looking, I've been comparing, day to day, like the previous day, previous 24 hours, how many Google bots were there compared to Bing bots and how many records. So this time I didn't do that. It's a lot easier because there's no log parsing needed. So basically out of, I'm going to call it around 16,600, around in there, server log records. Googlebot accounted for 243 of those, so that was about 1.5%. BingBot had 596, which accounted for almost 4% out of those 16,690 records, if you want to be precise. So what's interesting to me is that holds a similar day-to-day reckoning. Not to mention, like I say, it's a lot easier, just you're not having to take anything out. Now, once I did take everything out, and so I'm isolating on February 18th, it looks like out of 1,714 records, Google had 32 and Bing had 68. And so once again, the Google was like 1.8, so almost 2% of that, and Bing was standing steady at almost 4%. Now, like I said, Google did a couple of refresh crawls today. Bing did not, so the plot thickens. Thanks for playing Crawl or No Crawl today, and I'll see you tomorrow.